Okay.
I'm just trying to find him.
Okay, I am here. There's one person, it's probably me. Typing a hello everyone over on YouTube. Right. Hey, hello Dee, how are you? Oh look, let's make a pop-ups jump up in front of the thing. Hello Liz. Hello Di. How are we all? Hey Marie. Yep, all is fabulous. Fabulous. Amelia Ann 8, sort of in a timely manner. Oh, that's good, Dee. Hello, Cheryl. Oh, 5 or was it quarter past?
Bit after 5.
About quarter past 5 we started dinner. That's good, Di. We're all doing pretty good. We had dinner early because it was Quentin's pick tonight. He writes the meal plan, by the way, just so you know. He writes the meal plan and buys the groceries. Mum's Cheats Chicken Nachos was tonight. He wanted... That's what Quentin felt like. And so Mum's Cheats Chicken Nachos actually means that we all go to the grocery store after work and we grab the stuff together for Mum's, and that's part of the ritual that is Mum's Cheats Chicken Nachos, is we all go together and we buy the ingredients and then we come home and we make dinner. So, yes, I think that's part of the joy of Mum's Cheats Chicken Nachos, is it's a whole family thing. Hello, Karen. Hello, Trish. Hopefully you're feeling better, Di. Yes, you weren't well on the weekend. Been absent for a few days. I hope everything's okay, Marie. It's okay to be absent, but you can watch later, I suppose. You don't have to watch my videos. I'm not gonna be, oh, you didn't watch my video. Really? I definitely wouldn't get upset about that.
I've got to start doing this promotion.
Hello, really, Sandra. Quentin's saying we really have to tell you have to watch the videos, but I'm telling you don't have to. It is awesome, Dee. It's all part of the family thing. You've lost sound. Okay, you've got it back. That's good, Sandra. Hello, Pam. Okay, so this is what we did yesterday. Did a bit of a masculine card. And it's a double easel, and they're both at different levels. This one's a bit twisted because I creased it.
Where's your handbag? Because I need Amelie's toothbrush.
My handbag should be out where it belongs.
Room where it lived next to the bedside.
Next to my bedside table, it should be there. Hello, Fiona. So we got lots left. I did a little more fussy cutting. So here we go.
2 kids went to the dentist today.
Yeah, the 2 kids went to the dentist. I was meant to, but we didn't think I'd have time. We couldn't. Yeah, we just didn't. We couldn't afford the time today. So I got this piece of craft. It's a guy thing. I do have a picture. Around the time he turned 23.
You've got a picture?
I got a picture.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's one of the pictures I thought of when I designed this. I do have another picture from his 23rd birthday, but I don't know if I should scrapbook his friends, and it doesn't match the title. It's a guy thing. Although I could use the drinkies with it because he is drinking champagne. That was
Well,
for
he's
his 20.
currently sitting on an airplane.
He's
delayed.
currently sitting on a plane being told they're 90 minutes delayed, and they're sitting on the plane being told there's going to be another delay.
He's pretty happy about that.
He's very unhappy. And, of course, can I just say, every flight we've taken from Melbourne to Brisbane has been absolutely jam-packed with people. So he's on an absolutely packed flight coming from Melbourne to Brisbane, and they're going to sit there for another 90 minutes. They've already been on the plane for 15 minutes when they tell them they're going to be another 90 minutes delayed.
That's just...
He's not
Floats
happy.
your boat real well, doesn't it?
So, I like these.
Oh, Maddie. Dad,
Yes, no.
Maddie has
Yes, I'll deal with that in a minute.
Yep. Just
really go clean teeth.
so, did I go back? Hello, Michelle. Thank you, Marie. It was a fun card. I was going to do something else, I thought, at one stage, and then had to sidestep. So you do learn how to change plans midstream without crying. I nearly cried. Hello, Chrissy. Long time no see. Chrissy was the only one that turned up for social scrap. Oh, Chrissy and Anna actually were the only ones that turned up for social scrapbooking day. So Chrissy and Anna were the only ones there. Hello, Helen. Hello, Marge. Hello, Leslie. I hope you're feeling better, Leslie. Hello, Sandy. Thank you, Pam. He does take a good photo. Our eldest son, David, has to go up to Gladstone for work at the beginning of May. Oh, awesome, Marie. Have to take pictures for his brother of all the trains. They're still doing the rail works, by the way. Even with the windows shut, we can hear it. It's driving me nuts. Outside of their scope of work now, too, completely, with the dates. Hello, Desley. Hello, Dawn. No Canberra family as Logan. Oh, no. Trish, no. Oh, poor Logan. Send him our best wishes. I hope he gets better soon. I hope he's not too sick. He'll caught a plane back to Cairns this evening after coming back for a few days. An hour delayed, yeah. And you've got to get to the airport really early too, because it's the lineup to check in. To check your baggage. Hello, Mary and Ronnie. Hope you're okay, Ronnie.
Leslie's asking, is anyone?
What's that?
Leslie's put up. Hello, Ron. I'll put up a Leslie comment. That was only half.
Okay. I thought I had another comment. Ronnie, I hope you're going okay, because you've got withdrawal. I think I'm on the mend. Thank you for your kind. Yeah. So are you positive, Leslie, or was it negative with you when you went to the nurse yesterday? I'm being nosy now. So we've got this piece, and it's really heavy, and I thought, we could mix media that, but we'll see how we go. I'm going to do something on the back. I want to show you something with this, with craft cardstock. So I've got Mermaid Lagoon in oxide. I'm going to put a swipe of it. It's an awful swipe. And I've got it in Distress Ink. Same colour. So we'll show you it on here. So Distress Ink. Now I've just messed up my mat. I flipped it over to a new page. Now I'm messing it up. And oxide. Fairly similar. But let's just watch what this does while I fluff around getting ready for class.
Watching on YouTube here.
Hello, Carol. Oh, geez, I've scrolled down. So I'm down below the page. Is anyone?
Oh, so big delays.
Desley has put up the question, is anyone, but I don't know. How are you, Carol?
You might have to
it's raining here tonight. Yeah, Desley, I only see half your comment. I see hello, everyone. Oh, no, she had is anyone, and I think she corrected it.
Hello, everyone. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So see how it's... see how the Distress ink just, so this is sitting on the surface. See how the Distress ink gets really soaks in it. It's not gone through because this is really thick. And so it's perfect to show you this. Don't do this on thin stuff. It sort of doesn't show the colour. So this was the oxide and the Distress ink. So they're really similar on white. It's Mermaid Lagoon we've used. But on craft, you can see the difference. So you kind of have to think about that when you're working with a craft background and you're going to do inking and stuff, what it does. Now I'm going to show you something else nifty. Now I have, just knocking stuff down over here. I have got a class from 2020, like in April or May 2020, early on, when we were doing like 4 and 5 classes a day during those online craft show things, and when we're doing lots of demos and showing you lots and lots of techniques, and lots of techniques back in in April, May, June of 2020. There's one where we do backgrounds and inking, and I'm doing inky backgrounds, and I'm showing you what it's like on craft with the oxide. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to heat just this portion here of the oxide and show you what difference that makes, because I really think this is a good chance with super thick stuff to show you what happens. I don't want it to go through to the other bit. I just want to do a portion of it. Without burning myself.
Right, Mary, I missed your time. We didn't hear all of you, Mary. Man said the difference is unreal.
It is. Oh.
Don't cook this up. So, like, once the smoke comes out of the cardboard, it's no good.
Yeah, it's burnt.
It's like toast. Once you get smoke, you can scrape it a little like this for a bit of smell.
Here we go. I don't want to burn it. I'm starting to bend super thick stuff. So seems to all our new way of life. Saw big delays in Melbourne on the news tonight. Yes. People are waiting up to an hour and a half to collect their baggage. That's if their baggage was. Neither did end up with dizzy headaches. What did you end up with? Oh, Stemetil injection. Okay, yep. Hello, Deborah. Yeah, Leslie, you're worrying us.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you can see it on the screen. You can actually. See how this is lighter? It's oxidized. So when you heat oxide, it oxidizes and gets that powderiness to it. So it's a different effect again, but you can really see the difference. So really similar here. And now I've warped this, my beautiful flat piece of cardstock. So I'm going to say, so on craft, shaded lilac, with when you're doing wet and inky stuff, shaded lilac is mostly going to show up as like whitiness. And I wonder where the piece of paper is.
What do you have to do? So I'm sorry, I missed the colours that you used, and I've completely.
I'm just using Mermaid Lagoon.
Mermaid Lagoon.
Oh, I don't know where it is. I had it somewhere. Oh no, it's at work. I saw it at work. So yeah, if you use lighter colours, they're just going to show up as like milkiness. Hey, Leela. Hey, Lee. Okay, so it's not quite dry.
Anyone ever tells you Millie it's not a diva doll?
7. She's going to be $1. So there we go. Let's have a look at what we're going to do with this thing.
How bad did you walk that car?
Really bad. It's not too bad. It's coming good now. I'm going to leave it be. What am I going to do?
That is a great question.
So I'm thinking I'm going to fill this. In a picture. Fill the guy. But I think we need to sort of colour. Let's decide what we're going to do. So we've got a picture and it's a guy thing. And I'm thinking we're going to use like some of this bright blue underneath there. And let's have a look at all our little picture-y things. So I definitely think I need to use this brown wood thing. And I like these circles. I'm a bit of a circle fanatic. Oh, he did play soccer when he was younger. He's not a huge drinker. He did play volleyball as well. He doesn't really play guitar. He can, but he doesn't. Oh, that's nice. That denim-y bit there. Does have a black hat similar to this, but it's mine. He's my boy.
Rusty brown mix of the word. For the word, sorry.
Lovely. He is a bit lovely. He says the word lovely.
Yeah. Dial or love a lot on the telephone.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't want green. That could go for his birthday photo when they had their drinkies. They do a few pub crawls. They do some interesting pub crawls.
And we never did that.
I didn't do pub crawls. I just used to go clubbing.
Neither did I.
Yeah. I've got plenty of drinks. Maybe we should have done the boozy birthday.
It's birthday.
Doesn't match my title, but together doesn't work. Heart. He has stole his mother's heart. He is my boy. I wouldn't say he's a mummy's boy, but it's definitely my boy. Sunglasses. Now they were a bugger to cut out. He did recently buy an electric drill.
Has he sent any photos without his beard?
Yep.
Couple.
Yep.
Yeah.
I reckon I've put a couple of hearts on a page about my son. Right. You need to read that book. That's an old golden book.
Yeah, but whenever I'm reading it, she's saying I'm not doing it well enough. Saying it loudly and showing her the pictures and putting it the words.
Well, go in her bedroom and read the book. Go out in our bedroom and read her the book so you can be louder. She's just a loud creature. She's a very loud creature.
So Deborah thinks that the cutouts will be perfect for her son as well. Eldest stepsons.
Thinking we'll use that in there.
Yes, Bam, saw you got your parcel. Fantastic. Bet you're having fun.
Oh, gosh, she's loud.
She is. And not wanting to go to sleep. But, man, I may have to swap with Melody.
She's a menace.
Oh, lucky me. Why couldn't the youngest be quiet? Right. How'd you go?
Very brown. I don't know about the hat. So let's
Temporary scribe.
put something up there.
Oh my god, Dad, it was like Trish's post.
You all met my other son.
I'm sorry if you didn't like his comments.
So this is the piece with the flowers on it. So what's this? Jeez, it's a bit long. Let's make it 12 inches long. And then it's 6 inches wide. So let's cut a 1 inch strip.
I got Easter eggs today.
Oh, this one.
Bringing them over tomorrow.
Oh, okay, Di.
Pam says, but she is gorgeous.
She is gorgeous, Pam.
Leslie said blue border, perhaps?
Yeah, yeah. So this one with this wood, I'm gonna tear just like a 1/2 inch piece or 1 centimeter piece. Let's say that.
Going into centimeters as
Well, 1/2 an inch. 1 centimeter is the only centimeters measurement I'm gonna give you. And then down the bottom, let's cut a 2 inch piece of this blue wood down the bottom.
Have you told them who you are?
Oh, my name's Alicia, and I own Scrapbook Fantasies. They can see it on the screen, dude.
Just get that in.
Oh, yep, you're right. Okay. Deborah, have you been talking to my son? Make sure it matches. And what we might do is we might put this one up here.
Was that photo taken from?
November 2020.
Was that when he was
He was living in Brisbane then with your sister.
Oh yeah.
With your twin.
Deborah says lol, no.
Maybe we'll come down a little. So I'm going to sit these up the top like that. Nice to see she's manipulating your father now.
She tried to get me to read that. You know how she says she read the first Dragon Book all the way through?
Yeah, I know she didn't.
We only read a chapter, and then she's like, can you read number 2?
No, I was a bit of a stickler for the rules. You've got to read the whole book.
And you've got to read the next book. You can't skip books.
Right, okay. So let's do something in the background.
You got sequins.
Yeah, I do have sequins. I'm just going to move them up there. Let's...
If your white title saying it's a guy thing, you could get some dye inks and like edge it.
I should colour it, I think. I think brown.
Any colour suggestions?
I'm thinking brown.
I've got a bronze.
Brown.
Brown.
He's not listening to me, everybody.
Well,
Well,
a bit of variety and
so can you all guess who's my quietest child? It's your current scribe. We're online. It's okay. I can be loud and obnoxious. I don't know. Noah's not going to work tomorrow. I'm still using this because I couldn't find. Let's have a look for the brown.
What is the measurement for the brown strip on the top?
An inch. I found it. This is ground espresso. Ooh, that's brown. Sorry.
D has a laughing face, like the crying laughing face emoji.
Why? Because you're the quiet child. So we aren't doing Thursday night. We were thinking about doing Thursday night. I did say that in the poll where I put the poll up and you all picked Aussie Grunge again. I'm not putting Aussie Grunge in the poll next time for you guys to pick the what we use on a Friday night. But and Jason, sorry.
When you go for P-Touch editor, there's like 12 Aussie Grunge Friday night. Aussie Grunge Friday night.
So P-Touch is one of our printers at work. So when you buy a Friday night kit, the printer we use for that is a P-Touch, a Brother P-Touch printer to print the QR codes and the information. So Noah does that. And that's one of Noah's jobs. But and no, Jason, we won't be tag teaming a mother-daughter tag team layout. She did refuse to do that.
Beryl says, good evening, everyone.
Hello, Beryl. How are you? But we are, she is going to scribe. Naomi John said, oh, I can scribe. So we'll all be here. And you'll be able to see all of Redshaw's hands at one stage. Or another during the video. Except Mr. Shy over here. So I'm deliberately making sure some bits are way darker than others without ripping letters off. But I am what's that?
That's a shading.
Shading, yes. I'm deliberately making sure some bits are a lot darker than others. There we go. It's brown. I don't know if it matches, but should be right. So then let's do a bit of a swizzle like that. Let's see what this looks like.
Pam says, sounds like fun.
Oh, yeah. The Redshaws are a bit chaotic.
D says, I'm happy that you will get to have all your kids together this week.
I am so happy. We haven't seen the big kids since they went home because every time we're meant to go, something happens. So I got a little bit of water and I've got a bit of brown ink. Any brown ink will work. Oh, there's our back. Let's smush that down. Let's see what we come up with. Oh, it's not going to be the greatest showing of colour. And you'll see why in a second. Because it's craft.
Bonnie says, Kyle, just finished work.
Hello, Bronnie. How are you?
Are there any other methods from getting water and like mixing it down on the thing and putting the paper down just for those people who don't have a mat?
Plastic packet.
Yeah, plastic packet works.
Yeah, yeah.
You could use tape packets.
Tape packets, Glad Bake. Glad Bake works. He's very good at you know, asking the question that's burning in your mind.
All good. Granny says evil. Break you out all day.
What colour is in this? Purple.
I'm going to check on Dad to see that he's not reading a whole novel to Amelia.
So you can see, you can kind of see it, but it's not, these aren't dry yet, but it's not super dark. Also, we don't have a lot of ink there. Put another layer.
Robin says hello.
And then let's get a baby wipe.
Cheryl.
I'm just drying this. This is a dry baby wipe. I'm just drying this little area here because I don't want to put my ink pad down.
Cheryl said, I did like the guy, it's a guy thing. Why? The brown ink choice surprised me. I was truly amazed by how much it made it stand out.
Mm. Okay, so we want to try and find an ink that looks good with that. So that's good.
You don't have to follow these classes thing to thing to make
adjustments. Chipped sapphire. It's old. An oldie but a goodie. But you could use any blue. Look, I'm just going to say it doesn't matter what blue you use. Let's just put a bit of a dark blue there. And then, see, these are really old. These are very well used. Look, stamps. Just sit there. Okay.
I think we got some blue stamps and stuff.
Yep. In the little ones, navy blue would work. What else would work?
Would the Lindy's Mist work?
Yep. If you've got a blue Lindy's Mist, you can spritz it on your mat.
Like
Chipped sapphire in the spray mist from Tim would work.
Tim Holt's watercolor set.
Maybe, maybe not. So they made green. It's okay.
Ray says, sorry, I just had to disappear for a few minutes. I was from just came home for a visit to pick up our old shower screen. He has someone waiting to recycle it.
Oh, that's excellent, Marie. That's so good.
What did Anita say there about recycling?
So she wasn't having a treat, having a McDonald's frozen Coke. She was recycling because the cup was recyclable. Was doing her bit for the planet. I love her. She took it with her and put it in her recycling bin at home. Oh, now I've got 2 palette knives out. Let's find the paintbrush.
Sandy says night all, watch again tomorrow.
Oh, cool. Awesome, Sandy. So I'm thinking
You could use the blue for the edges.
let's do some flicky bits of blue. Any blue. I'm going to mix a couple of blues here. I'm going to show you that you can use any blue.
Could you use, like, if you have acrylic paint, could you wet the acrylic paint?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know the answer to that. Mr. Art Supplies.
I was just...
Playing devil's advocate. Let's put a little bit of the oxide on. Oh, geez. I picked up some of the other colour. Should be right. Oh, gosh. That's bright. So that's a bit bright.
Maybe you get, like, a dark sea blue and mix it in.
So let's just put a bit of chipped sapphire here. That's too bright.
Diane says, hi there.
Hey, Diane.
Yeah, you're
Oh, that's better. So see, you can mix colours. Now that's an oxide and a dye. Just a regular distress. There we go. I'm wearing white pants as usual. Yeah, just don't tell your father. No, only a little bit on them. So the more water there is, and see how I'm scraping along with the brush, the more water there is, the bigger the blobs. Let's put a bit of this
Well, I
color.
remember when Mammy was doing her mixed media from home, like during lockdown, all I remember was with the conversation, she would be wearing, like, you know those light jeans she had that are now, like, holy and ripped. All I remember was, she's just like, why are you wearing those jeans? Like, you just get paint on them.
Yeah.
Anything light is an attraction to paint.
Yep. Considering he came out with his favourite old jeans today. Oh, what did Shelley say? I did. It's a black and white. The brown ink choice surprised me. I was
That's
truly
ages
amazed
ago.
by how much it made the word. Yeah.
I was.
Oh, you did too. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, the old jeans.
Yes, he came out in these old jeans, and Quinn goes, "You better change them before your mother sees them, because she is not letting you wear them to work."
They weren't like Mandy's. Mandy's had big holes in the knees, and like you're hanging by a thread. He has got calm.
Yeah, probably.
I walked in there to see what was happening, and Amelia called Dad. So Amelia's reading the book to Dad now, and Dad's half asleep.
Yeah, I'm sure he's half asleep.
Amelia probably said, "I'll read it for you halfway through," and she started.
He's probably gone to sleep reading her the book, and then she's just taken over. So you can see it's subtle. Like, it's not a real, it's not a dark, it's just subtle, and it's all because of the nature of the craft, because it's got a dark colour to it, or colour to it.
Deborah says,
but it's also in how it's made, and it's a polished sort of cardstock.
Deborah says, aren't they in fashion?
Yeah.
Like pants. And Helen says, night all, gotta catch up later.
Okay. See you later, Helen. Yes, Noah has to get new pants before he does his work experience, because he's allowed to wear jeans, but Jan said no ripped jeans, and all of Noah's jeans are ripped.
And all of them are a bit small.
Yeah, it's a bit too tall.
And the one jeans that do fit,
He's doing his work experience as a florist. It's going to be awesome.
See you back from
I was just having a little snooze.
Snooze. Mr. Snoozy.
I was listening intently.
Really? I think I'm going to leave it like that, nice and subtle.
Oh, we're playing.
No, we haven't. Boy, go to bed.
Deal with him.
So this is the bit from the bottom.
She's reading it to herself.
Yeah, that's okay.
No, she sits there all night and reads it.
Yeah, yeah.
I've woken up to go to the
I've already had one daughter do this.
Well, at least she hasn't found a nightlight.
She has got a nightlight. The other one used to read under a blankets with a torch.
You have to get your own kids to terrorise, Noah. What colour are you using now?
Just it's called Gathered Grand Espresso, but just a brown. My brown's dead. We all saw my brown yesterday. A florist would be a fantastic place to do work experience. Yeah. He picked it. We offered to help him get a spot in the laboratory at the dentist, because our dentist actually makes appliances and all sorts of stuff, and false teeth, and they have a proper laboratory. So we offered to get him a spot in the laboratory, the science laboratory, and he said no. He wanted to go to the florist, so we went and spoke to the florist. Well, I spoke to her first. Right. Let's ink all our bits and bobs.
This parenting business
It's got rocks on it, eh? And you know what?
Wow.
Very sad statement. This is my statement of the century, but very sad but true. You get what you breed with. I'm really sorry. The young lady that was very offended by that, because she didn't think that should be right. And I'm like, well, it's exactly what it is. If you're whinging about what their father's like, they're going to be very, very similar.
I'm an angel.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's the bad habits the kids like to collect.
Hang on a minute. I think I'm getting hacked on here.
I'm not just saying about you.
Getting set upon.
Mine as well, I suppose.
What have we done tonight? Are we still at the fluff stage?
Really? Really, really?
I have to go over another nap.
Well, he was most annoyed because you hadn't been liking things. Only problem with inking is your hands get dirty.
That's terrible, Sandra.
Smart? Another child in Wagga, only 15. Oh, Sandra, that's terrible.
I hear you, Elisa, completely understands it, D.
Yep, you get what you breed with.
Oh.
A lot of young women get really upset when you say that. Like they just, no, they're not going to be anything like their father. I'm like, yeah, they are.
Genetics says they will.
But I'm just going to say, our boys have to be pretty bad to be worse behaved than their father was as a teenager.
I wasn't an angel.
Well, I'm just going to say the person that could probably refute that the most is no longer with us, unfortunately, because I'm sure that Blackie would have had other things to say about your behaviour as a teenager.
Other people that used to try and help me out.
Well, he's the one you talked about the most. Isn't he?
Yeah.
He's the one that tried to put you on the straight path. He forced you. Isn't he the one that made you do triathlons?
Yeah. He's also the one that told the horsey people they didn't get free labour on the military thing.
Yeah. They used to put the kids that were really young out with, because, Quentin was a ward of the state because he joined the army at 15. They used to put them out with families in the Albury-Wodonga area, families that they thought might be similar to their families. But Quentin ended up with these horsey people, and they thought he was just cheap labour. And then someone had to intervene that Quentin was not there as cheap labour. He was just there for somewhere to go on weekends and people to hang out with so that he didn't end up drinking with the bigger boys. That?
Was that trying to think once? That was triathlons.
Trying to think once.
That was
Try
pretty much-
anything once. More than try it once. He doesn't learn from once. Oh, they're square.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. No, you're right, Leslie. Look at these girls I have.
Oh, no.
Just like their mum.
Well, I reckon Amelia's like probably, you know, only a couple of pages in a book away from
Not according to your mother.
what's that? Reading by torchlight under a doona, like, because I can't blame Naomi because I did it as a kid. I'm expecting Amelia to do the same. They're square, these sunglasses, Sandra.
Amelia's.
Any pair of sunnies will do.
What's the name?
Amelia's a bookworm, like.
Yes, and she's
I
very
know.
disappointed in the brightness of her night light. I said it's not a reading light, it's a night light.
It's just so that she doesn't get out of bed all the time.
No, she just fell out of bed before.
She well, that doesn't make me feel very good when we're going to put her in a loft bed. We're contemplating putting Amelia in a loft bed.
We'll have her lay on.
What's that?
How am I going to get up there to read when she's in a loft?
Same way you got up there to read when Noel was in the loft bed. Right, yeah. So let's stick these on, but I don't think I'm done with the background. I just don't think I'm finished. Anyone got any suggestions for Friday night with Aussie Grunge?
No.
Deborah did think I was talking about it yesterday and was saying easel card.
An easel card. Aussie Grunge.
Tanya Duffy's going to say it, double page.
Oh, no, a loft bed. Leslie's like a double bunk, but it's got a desk under it.
Oh, yeah, it's a bunk bed, but it's just the top bed, and underneath it's a desk. Yeah. It's very high. It's right up at the ceiling. I think she'll enjoy it. Noah liked it because wasn't exposed. He was just nice and high and right up at the ceiling.
Cheryl said a pocket page.
I could do a pocket page. I've only done one Aussie Grunge pocket page at the Aussie Grunge retreat in 2020.
There you go, we've just taught Leslie said something. So thank you for that enlightenment.
A loft bed.
A loft bed.
I got this star stencil, right? It's Celebrate Christmas stencil. And it just seems to live on my desk.
I think we've got some of them.
I'm just going to use a blending brush. You could use a dauber, but
So we've finally got major achievement today. We've got all of the rice papers sorted and
hanging.
Yeah. Some are on a shelf beneath them, but most aren't. So, because there was one brand of rice papers that didn't come in plastic packets either, so we had to bag
They didn't
them
even
all.
come in plastic packets. We had to bag them all.
I haven't even started the Aussie Grunge retreat, said Sandra. What?
That was from like December 2020, wasn't it?
Where were you that weekend, Sandra? Holy smoly.
Let's put a little bit here that's going to come out from the photo.
You must have been in hospital or something. There we go. Oops, that's the stencil. So we had all sorts of strange requests at the shop today. We had someone looking for
Florist wire.
florist wire. Yep. And then we had another young lass looking for leather.
Yep.
So Mary said the background looks amazing.
Needs something.
It's a very festive shirt our son was wearing with its palm trees all over it.
He wore that shirt till it's very thin. So I've got white gesso, right?
No, you don't like it slapped from gesso on it.
So let's get our chipped sapphire. The water's on the other side. And then what do we add to it? We added a tiny bit of the Mermaid Lagoon. Didn't we? Tiny bit of Mermaid Lagoon. Yeah. And
I thought there was a new Jimmy Holtz colour coming out when I was reading the emails this morning, but it was an old email.
was it an old email?
I'd scrolled back down, not realising.
And then we got $1.
You know how when they say there's a new Timmy colour coming out, they don't give you any. They just send
Yeah.
you the image of the blank bottles.
So by mixing these two together, like by mixing the gesso in with it, it's going to sit on the surface. It's not going to absorb in. Oh, I need to move the photo. So this, I just want to show you different things.
There you go. Trish was a florist. I never knew that, Trish.
I did. Do you know where she worked?
And,
At her sister Denise's florist shop.
oh, that would make sense.
Yes, Niecy's a florist.
I knew Niecy was a florist. We'd had a conversation.
Because Niecy's where I got my floristry gossip from.
I know. Floristry gossip. Is that like hairdressing salon gossip?
Kind of a bit. But it's more juicy.
More juicy. Yeah, that's pretty good gossip you got. Sorry, people just can't take it.
Not allowed to say.
Sworn to secrecy.
Rightio. Let's see what that looks like when it dries.
Special message me with the bride and we'll see.
No.
Oh. I'm going to check on that already.
I'm going to get rid of this piece of plastic for the moment. So much for flipping over to a new piece of paper. Just hacking a bit of plastic off the packet over here. So I've got an idea. Yeah. We could have used this blue paint. This blue metallic paint. We could have used that. But let's use the copper. Because see how these are copper? So let's put a tiny touch of copper on here. Oh, that's a bit much. Not really, but... let's get some water. So this is acrylic paint. So we've made paint with gesso and, well, they're a bit tiny, those dots, but that's okay. Let's do all those.
There you go. Trish works in Caloundra, Mackay, and Nambour. Wow. Is that out of the metallic St. Lucie?
Yeah, copper.
Copper.
And then lots of water.
Metallic copper.
And see, more water makes bigger blobs. Some here. They're more watered down and it gives you more shades. Rightio.
Alcohol in too. Don't think we want to use that.
Just going to sit this over here to dry.
Look a bit on the title too. Did your heat tool die? Oh, fucker.
It's hot.
How much is it?
Oh, a little bit.
Just have that little nap, so-
Right. I'm going to put that aside to dry because I have overheated my heat tools. So heat tools have a anti-blow yourself up in your face mechanism in them.
Although we did have one shoot blue sparks out the back of it.
Yeah, but that was a cheap one someone had bought at the markets and asked us if we would trial it and see if it worked with lots of use. It doesn't. Get what you pay for. If you pay $6 for a heat tool, it's not going to work well.
Fucking no one was touching it.
What's that?
No one was touching it. Sitting on the bench, man. Being used.
Heat tools have a maximum use of 20 minutes in an hour. I have used that quite a bit. They will stop working when they get
That's right. The shop we have two.
What's that?
This is why we have two at the shop.
Yep. Right. Bring all our bits and bobs back. Now, is that too dark? Possibly not. Is it dark enough? No, it needs to be that dark. Show up.
That looks pretty good.
Rightio. We need to make our photo. And we need to fill our word.
There you go. It happened to D last year. And those all come good. Yeah.
Yep.
Let's put a thermo switch in.
Just need to let it cool down.
There's a thermo switch coming out, but when you use it, I don't know if it does come out.
Sometimes. Or will this look better as a funny note? I actually think that looks better as a photo map. The tan colour. For this one. Mine's just a 4x6 photo. So let's just cut a 6 1/4. by 4 1/4 inches. Inches, everyone, inches. Set that there.
Then I got the 110 cast.
Oh no, it's tan Hessian. Look, Quentin, see?
Oh, right.
See?
Hessian
Look at
base.
that.
Yeah.
Gee, well, it's really hard to get all good help, especially good help that you don't pay. Well, I feed him.
Working in the phone.
Oh my gosh. Now, if you've been after koala flare buttons, they're back in stock. And so are the wombats.
Not from me.
And the Aussie wood pack with the
Oh,
ginger, the cream, and the green wood.
big news at the back of the shop today. They had to do cameo updates again.
Yeah. But they have finally updated the software inside our machines for us. I have been whinging at the company in America for over a year because there hasn't been an update of the machine software since September 2020. And they finally listened and did an update of the software in the machines. I don't know if it's available to everyone yet, but because we're in the beta group, we actually get the software before it gets released.
It does a really funny thing now when it. What do they call that when it first goes and checks the marks?
When it registers or sets its place.
Yeah, when it does the registration has all changed.
Well, that's probably not such a bad thing.
It makes a lot more than it's just.
Yeah. Well, that's what we had issues with. See, we had issues. We had a machine that wouldn't cut certain things from straight out of the box. Straight out of the box. Would only do titles like this. Wouldn't make color cuts. We had one that would make the occasional color cut. 1 in 100 pages could be color cuts. But then sometimes it'd go nut. And sometimes it'd go, oh, I might do 2 in a row. No, I'm never going to do that again.
I'll keep testing it on freebies tomorrow.
Yeah, we've been using it on freebies, seeing how we test machines that are glitchy. We've been cutting freebie sheets. So they might have slightly the wrong color, or we might have had to do a redesign on the product because something was cutting into something else. But yeah, they're color cut freebies. We've got a pile this high of color cut freebies, and we're cutting those on the machines that are glitchy. Rightio.
Lisa Mayer cotton ball that I was using flare buttons.
Yep, he was just digging into my big tub of flares that I was packaging and just giving out handfuls of freebies.
I wasn't giving out handfuls.
You were. You were not. So everyone's been getting freebies. Flares. Well, lots of people have. There's lots of bears going out that are kind of cut slightly off.
Yeah, there's a whole heap of bear freebies going out. The bottom bear, the daddy bear.
Some of the bears have just got not enough border. You just have to fussy cut them yourselves. Freebies aren't always perfect. Sometimes they are and something else was stuffed on the sheet. Sometimes they're not quite the right colour. Sometimes they're just not cut with an even border the whole way round.
Out of one that doesn't have an even border, usually 3 or 4 things out of like 30.
Yeah.
But you can't give a pack with 3 or 4 done things out of 30. So.
We're going to put this on foam. So we added the matte flat and we're going to put this on foam. Got the middle cut out of it. Sorry I didn't do the hacker alert warning. And Leslie's probably having connections at the way I just... The tools come back to life. Oh, quick, get the heat tool out. I think it does.
I'm checking a little reader.
Cottontail can only bounce out of his nest so many times.
What's that?
That's a little cottontail can only get out of the nest so many times.
We had an interesting discussion last night about how you spell the word boing, because she was writing a letter to the Easter Bunny. She's making him a card as well, and she's done a whole story. And Chrissy had to do rehearsals, and I had to do rehearsals today for a play about the rabbit family. Still feeling a little traumatized. But yes, we've had a fun day. But yes, we had to. The other night there was a bit of a discussion in the house here about how you spell the word boing, because she's telling him that when he boings over to her house to drop off the Easter eggs, it was something about her garden. I don't know what it was. She was writing him a story in a letter. Look how just inking the edges just sort of finishes it nice. Oh my gosh, we're at the hour mark. Maybe that's why people don't like watching my YouTube channel, because I don't have many subscribers over there, because my videos are too long. You don't know. I don't hide the secret ingredient when I scrapbook. Like when I teach you guys a class and do a video, I don't see a point in hiding the secret ingredient. I think the best thing is to show you everything, warts and all. And yes, you listen to me waffle as I make stuff. I do have a few people tell me I'm too fast, but I kind of do have to limit it to, you know, an hour and a half, 2 hours for a class. I can't do 6-hour classes all the time. But I try and tell you why I do what I do, like what's the thought process behind some things. And like yesterday, you saw me change tack when do you know what? I folded it correctly. I just wasn't looking at it right. I actually folded it to do the double twisted easel card. I actually folded it how I normally do, and it was correct, but I just was looking at it all wrong. Because when I went back and looked in some of my old photo files on my hard drive, because I've got files of all my past classes and pictures of my past classes and special cards I've made, some of them, not many, and just photos I take during the process sometimes.
Everyone's happy that now we're all at the same time.
Oh, it's so good being at the same time, isn't it? I'm just trying to get the scissors in here. Be much easier on you guys now. Oh, I poked a hole there. Where am I? I'm up here.
Although, sad news for you people down south, winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
Good news for us up here, winter is coming.
Yeah. We just need a little tiny bit of a cold snap in the next week or so, just so their mandarins sweeten up.
Yeah, mandarins. Some are splitting. Bloody mandarin trees.
You need to water it more.
I'm watering. That's why it splits. Because the fruit grow too big for the skins and they split.
But we need a cold snap in the next week or two.
Make mandarins sweet.
So they sweeten up a bit, because if they don't, they're gonna keep They're not going to ripen. They're going to take too long to ripen, and they could be quite bitter. But yeah, they'll ripen quicker if we get a cold snap this weekend.
Sandra hasn't had dinner yet. Crackers.
Oh, jeez. No,
We're out at 5 o'clock.
1:15, Quinn. It wasn't 5. 5 o'clock you started preparing. It's a quick meal. Cheats chicken. Mum's cheats chicken nachos. I explained to them how part of the process of cooking it is actually we all go to the mall and buy the ingredients together.
Yes.
That's all part of the meal.
You failed because we forgot cat biscuits.
I asked you what else we needed while we were waiting for the. We waited for the fresh chicken to come out of the chicken cooker.
Who waited?
Well, we left him. The kids and I went to Big W and looked in the book section.
Left me with the lady at the deli.
So Noah, I look at the cookbooks. I look at the novels as well. I look at the cookbooks. Amelia looks at the kid books, and Noah goes into the woohoo section where all the, like the tarot cards and that are.
Looking for things to draw.
Looking for, interesting, inspiring things and colours. And also, was I cutting that off screen? I don't think I was. And also, books you could buy grandma as a joke. How to curse people, and everyday hexes was another one he was looking for. He's an interesting kiddo. Interesting doesn't even come close.
And when your mum gave him that great Aussie Jokes book, it was from like 1980. And it was...
No, she gave that to the other bird.
Oh,
she gave it to him when he was 15.
It's like very
yes.
Inappropriate.
Very inappropriate book. So in the car, every morning on the way to school, we would listen to 1970s Aussie jokes. Beyond inappropriate.
The occasional one was funny.
They were sort of funny once upon a time, maybe. But not what I wanted my 15-year-old to be reading.
Well, he didn't get any better in English from reading it. So.
On his way to Catholic school each morning. Do we need to put a bit of paper underneath the paper?
Oh, Lee was on earlier. I hope Rory's all good now, Lee, after his bit of a head knock. Probably a couple of weeks ago
now. Oh, geez, I did get blue on my pants.
So many times you get soaked with wet pants.
So this piece with the checks on the back, we want the bit of wood. So we're going to cut a piece that's 3 inches wide by the 6 inches. So we've got a 3x6 piece of that. And this piece, it's got brown on the back. We're going to cut that to it's going to be 4 3/4. 4 3/4 that way.
By 6?
Yeah, they're 6 by 6.
What do you call that? Denim, gingham.
Denim stripy gingham stuff with brown check on the back.
Okay. From the
Denim stripy gingham stuff with the brown on the back.
yeah.
I wonder why some of our children are smart mouths.
Wish they'd remember them.
What, the children?
All I could think of was Star Trek when I was like, what's his name? John Pierre keeps going number 1.
John Luke.
John Luke, number 1. Are you there? Number 1. Brickwork, number 1.
Okay.
Get a gig on Star Trek.
So we're going to put that there, right? So let's stick that behind. Not the middle one. So I'm going to stick it behind like that. I'm going to trim it.
Got all the fussy coating finished for the next 2 weeks as well.
Oh, geez, you're good, D.
But you can't do much else because of the back.
Yeah, I know. I hope you feel better soon.
She's getting better at fussy coating, so we might have to like
Bonus. Might have to outsource mine.
outsource some fussy coating here.
Oh my gosh. So, see, I'm only inking what I have to.
Well, practice, I better like that.
Yep, you better like people's like people's comments. Don't want to get in trouble.
It's not bad.
Has he?
Unless he's out in the room.
He's probably talking to his sister on the phone.
Probably hatching some devious planning.
Let's put that there like that. Stick it with this bit of foam. And then let's cut the innards out. Like that. Now when we stick this on, I kind of want to have the photo straight. You don't have to. Put my roller here. There you go. Let's put foam behind the guy. Word. Sorry, Leslie. It did look there like I was going to hack my finger off, didn't it? Right. Let's get all our bits and bobs together. Got a little bit of a mess. Need the foam. I need glue. Let's go. See, this one says enjoy this day, and this one says makes me happy, and this one here says best day ever.
So Dee said your page is amazing. I loved how the background turned out.
Let's cut a tiny bit off this heart. That.
You used to do a lot of mixing.
Yeah.
Not every page.
A lot of my classes had a lot of mixed media. Something like that.
Just be careful again. Someone today who unfortunately had their credit card scammed over the weekend. Just make sure you keep an eye on your credit card statements.
Yeah, keep an eye on your statements.
If something doesn't look right, it's probably not. If you get those transactions that are for $1 going out, that's just people, the scammers testing
That's
your
just
account.
testing your account. So you need to get onto that.
As soon as that happens, get onto the bank.
And I'm going to say something. Just be careful, because I spoke to one customer today, and she had got a family member to help her buy something a couple of years ago on their PayPal, and when their card expired, their PayPal account just started taking the money from her account, and she thought she was being scammed. And it wasn't. It was her relative's PayPal account, because her PayPal was still attached to their account. So, yes. And then her relative has been investigated by the police. But, you know.
Yeah.
So Sunny's on foam, and the little heart in the circle on foam. Let's put the lovely word on foam. And look, I don't use cardboard or chipboard or anything like that. I use good quality foam tape on my layouts. I don't use cardboard box or, you know, and I'm not going to judge people because they do. Like, your choice, your pages. But I'm not scrapbooking these to do them again. I'm just doing them once. Sometimes I might accidentally do a page twice, but my intent is to only scrapbook the memory once. So I know some people have digital photos so that they can, let's put the hat on foam as well. These two signs are on foam. You know, so they go, oh, I can just, you know, I can reprint the photos, but that is not how I'm going to roll.
My son's in Brisbane.
He's in Brisbane? That's been a long journey.
I'm glad he got the early part.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Let's put the love this on a little scant bit of foam. But yes, so I'm very particular about using good quality adhesives in my albums. So they don't fall apart, but they also last. How's that? So that heart's on foam. Let's start up the top up here. We're going to turn around. Let's start in this corner. I'm just going to use glue on this. Dimensional Magic. It's my glue of choice.
Oh, we're going to get cracking on the next little kit soon.
Just don't start with me, please.
Anyone want to come like 4 weeks for the kids?
It's just a little never ending around here.
I'll leave you a pile of bags and a cutting machines.
I did want to have the weekend off, but I just don't know if I'm going to be able to. Now, I've stuck these on so that they go sort of over the line a little bit, so it looks like it's actually coming from behind the line, like it's rounded over the top of the line. The denim. Yeah, I am that pedantic person.
Yeah, Marines, they're everywhere again. And Telstra put out a thing to say they were going to block those phone things. I reckon my scammer messages have increased. Although we must thank Telstra, our internet seems to be going again properly.
Oh, it was crap this afternoon. Although when we got home this afternoon, we got a phone call from Quentin's mum wanting us to ring her because she couldn't get her phone to work. She thought her phone was broken, her new phone, and no, none of us actually had phone service. It said we did, but we didn't have phone service. There's no phone service in our suburb this afternoon for about 15-20 minutes.
Love this page. It says Brian with a hug and a kiss for you.
Flare button there.
Looks brilliant. So happy to see the use of embellishments that are not all flowers. Very masculine. Love it, says Leslie.
Yep. Can't just do flowers. Flowers are nice. Don't get me wrong. That'll sit flat now.
I've got a link up to this week's kit for anyone that hasn't done it.
Sit that flat. These sunglasses are a bit warped. In the middle of me warped sunglasses. Okay. I don't know about that. My fingers are just like filthy.
And would love to see something to journal on.
On this.
Yeah. So many people don't like doing journaling, but the families really appreciate it.
Yeah. Ooh, sequins. What did we come up with for Friday night with Aussie Grunge?
Hot page.
Okay.
See how long it's sleeping all the time? Was a pocket page a good idea?
That's not a bad idea.
There you go, Cheryl. We'll put you on the commission. I've joined really late. Page looks awesome. No worries, Nikki.
Hey, Nikki, how are you?
Finally got around to making your other 2 kits today, Nikki.
I think Leslie means family time. Thank you, Leslie.
Well, Cheryl's saying she's loved how the pages turned out. Cheryl McConnell was this. Thank you for an enjoyable class.
Okay. So I put the sequins in 3s. Yep, I do. And I use them to hide things or to draw the eye in a direction, like draw the eye around things. So I always have sequins on the edges of my photos, underneath the edge of the photo, like peeking out, because I want people to go to the photo. I'm peeking out from the things that I think are important.
That's a fair point, Carol. Great masculine pays, there are never enough of them.
No. There's just not a good choice of masculine products out there. It's very hard when you're buying product, and it's very hard to, so our May kits are going to be all our product, right? Because I have found it very hard to find interesting product that I can get in a timely manner, that I can get enough of, that can be cut for kids. That's not the same as other stuff. Like, I'm just a little, yeah. I just feel that a lot of stuff is just too same at the moment with a lot of brands, and I'm, not enjoying that. Oh, should I ask if they want to see?
I'm sure they will. I'm sure that lots of people have already seen my sneaky peek this morning.
Would you like to see a sneak peek of the cottage garden papers? Would you like to see them? Would anyone like? Have you do you have me very confused with the top? Oh, just which I used once. You did say you were going to use it again, but as yet you haven't. So the guy thing title. Sorry, Sandra, I've got myself confused.
It's called the guy thing, which
So,
you used once. Did you say you were going to use it again? But as yet you haven't.
the guy thing on here.
No, there was a range called a guy thing, and that was Celebrate.
Yeah, no, we can't get any more Celebrate. Not that.
No, not that range.
Is that what you mean, Sandra? A guy thing. Okay.
No.
So. Okay. 6 more comments. Whoa. Yes.
Just a couple of yeses.
Okay.
I'm
So
sure
I'm
they
just
all
going to
meant no,
share
no,
my
no.
screen. I want to share that one. Share the screen. And that. Just set the screen. Okay. So this is paper number 1 on the first side. And then you've got paper 2 on the back. And then that was the back of paper 1. Paper 2 on the first side. I know it's very different. Quentin's a bit shocked by it. But the one in the top right was on the retreat banner. I'm pretty sure it's on the retreat banner. It's the other side of paper 2, so that's the bigger fussy cuts. So we've got 2 windows on it and a journaling block. And then paper 3. And the back of paper 3, which is the white bricks. Not as pristine as a lot of white brick papers that are out there. I wanted something that was a little different. And then the door paper. You either love it or you hate it. Hopefully you love it. And then the bricks on the back of that. Yes, there's 2 bricks in this range. It is what it is. And then we've got, this is the back of number 5, or one side of number 5. So you could make a blue frame out of this, or use it as it is. Like you could cut the middle piece out and make a blue frame. I think this arch cut out with a blue frame around white bricks would look really nice. And then that's paper 5's fussy cuts, the flowers and the birds and butterflies. And then paper 6 is the green denim. That is actually denim fabric. And then this is the number 6 fussy cuts. So it's sort of gardening-y, outdoorsy stuff with those beautiful green, sage green butterflies. Love the sage green. So this is how they look when they go in the online store. 2, paper 3, paper 4. So you can sort of see, let's go back. Obviously this sort of sets a scene for the collection, paper 1, it always does. And then paper 2, they're sort of a bit disparate, but they're both purposeful sides. These two can be used together, these two sides. So paper 3 is could be a standalone paper on its own, and paper 4 is the same. It really coordinates well. Then paper 5 works well, I think, because you use these flowers on the arch and that. I know it means you've got to buy 2 bits, but if you only buy 2 pieces of paper, you just buy those 2. And then that works well together, paper 6. And then that's what the paper pack looks like. And then the banner. And then I'm not going to show you anymore. Let's get rid of that. No. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. I need to get this word for a layout of Shane at the block. A whole range. At the time you said you would do another layout and you haven't. I think I used the guy thing. I did a double page on a Friday night, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
I think we had the problem, Sandra, that we had none left. I think we just didn't have enough to be able to do anything else with.
You did the smaller papers as well, have I got?
Yeah, I did with the small. I think I might have done 2 classes with the guy thing. Sure, I've done 2 classes with it. Did we do a kit as well?
No, we never do a rattle kit.
Yeah, I think the problem was that we sold too much of it and we didn't have enough to do a class.
Because you can only buy it in packs.
Yeah, because you can only buy it in packs. I can't buy loose papers. Thank you, Marie and Dee. I know. I love how it turned out. I love the colour. Yes, I'm not a green person either, Trish. Trish knows that, but I love the green in it. Beautiful girls on these papers. Yes, they're lovely. Thank you, Deborah and Bronnie and Di, Joanne, Lee. I'll have to have a look. Do you know, Sandra, the Scrap and Me something else is exactly the same. Is almost exactly the same. And I've done a class with it too.
We will make that word live.
It is live.
It is live.
Yep. How many of these words left? Yep. There should be. They were live in the shop today. Thank you, Desley. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Karen. Bricks can definitely be masculine, but you can see in it that there's feminine and there's masculine. Like Beautiful Family had the feminine and the masculine. It's not just all one thing. It's not just all restrictive and you can only use it for this much. I try and make my paper ranges so that you can do lots of things with them. So they're flexible. Well, that's my intent. But yeah, so there we are. I'll show you the different portions so you can take screenshots. Oh, a bit. And then over here, just so you can take your screenshots. And then this is what that turned out like over here.
There you go, Bronnie. There's a link to the title in the store.
And that's that top left corner. And then top right. So there we go. And there's the whole layout. And look, and I've done all that mixed media, right? Look at that. So you can see how it's oxidized up a bit more. It's not coming off. Now it's had a lot of heat on it. It changes. See how that sort of sits more on the surface and this absorbs in. So interesting to note. And that's what the back of your layout's for, unless you're going to gut your layout, cut the middles out.
Or unless it's thin paper.
Unless it's really thin as well, is to test
You're welcome, Ronnie.
Then you can't. Oh, thank you, Marge. Happy Easter. Yes, happy Easter, Karen. Thank you, Sherilyn. Thank you, Marie. Thank you. So that's it for the moment, and that's week 15, kind of with the kit done. So we did card. Made a card. Double easel card, and we've made this page. And Friday night we're using Aussie Grunge, and I think we're pocket paging it. Sorry, yawning my head off there. Suggestion's been a pocket page, but maybe what I might do is try and I'm going to try something a little different. That's a page and a pocket page. Okay. I'm going to try something different. See how I go. I'm going to try and incorporate a pocket page into a page. And then, yeah. I don't know. See how I roll. So yeah, we will see you all on Friday night. Pocket page without the pockets. Don't know how you're gonna do a pocket page without the pockets, but I'll come up with something. I want to try and do something different. I try and make Friday nights that I do something different. Let's go off the wall and do something different. I've got an absolute mess here.
Masculine page before. I'm just going to put up a link to one of Lisa's earlier classes, please.
Oh, there you go. He's going to put a link up. This is very whoopee here. It's not going to be flat.
So this class was from week 18 in 2020.
Week 18, 2020. What is it?
It's a masculine Monday night scrap along masculine grunge.
Oh my gosh, that's got embossing powder and everything on it.
It's got gold flip paint. It's got
embossing powder.
Yep.
It's really grungy.
So have a look at that. Some of the ladies were asking about masculine pages. If you want,
there you go.
Way back in 2020.
Yeah. That was full on. There's a girly one too.
Might
yeah. Okay, so take care. Stay safe. Love yous all. And I forgot to say hello to Beck on YouTube. And we will see you all Friday night. And we're going to use a pocket page, but do something different. So I'm going to have my thinking cap on for that one, aren't I? So see you then. Take care. Bye.